Hey, and welcome to another Shave with Dylan. So, I'm really excited today because this is a Valentine's present that my wife got me. She let me use it early, let me have it early. Kind of gave her Valentine's Day present early anyway. We figured just on Valentine's Day, do the cards. So, super excited. Zingari Man, the Magician. This is a vegan based soap, guys. Oat moss, orange blossom, and fern. This honestly makes me feel like I'm walking in the back at my pond, as far as I have a lot of trees like evergreens and stuff, and just the smell of this fern. I mean, it just reminds me of like those nice fond memories also of walking with my grandfather back there too. I mean, me and him cut trails through the woods and everything and all, so that right there, I mean, it automatically just kicks up as far as a nice little memory for me. And the soap smells awesome. Like it's a very it smells very fresh, very clean. I mean, my wife honestly is like, if that was made into a candle, we would burn it every day. And I 100% agree with that. So I did go ahead and lather it. Oh, and the nice thing, sorry guys, I almost forgot. As far as aftershave, guess what? Today, too, Zingari Man the Magician. So she got me the shave soap and the aftershave. So I am super excited. And let me just show y'all guys something. Yeah. The lather on this stuff, fast. Okay. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and say this, okay? Because I've used the CK6 formula, okay, by Phoenix Accoutrements. Heather, your stuff lathers faster than that. And to be honest with you, I mean, the peaks on it are just insanity. I mean, it's crazy. You knocked it out of the park. And also, too, with this stuff, like, I don't know if I'm the only one that feels this way. I love the CK6 formula, okay? But, to be honest, it dries out really quick. And I will say, I did a test lather of this just because I could not wait. And I just kind of wanted to see. It didn't do that at all. It did not do that. And it goes on so light and airy. I mean, this stuff is perfect. I mean, to be honest with you, this was a cologne I would wear it every day too. I mean, it's so clean, it's so fresh smelling. I mean, this is something that you can just wear all the time. And I will say, guys, too, I have very, very sensitive skin as far as, if I use an alcohol-based kind of aftershave, sometimes my face will get dried out. Even like a balm that has alcohol in it. And I will say that, hers is alcohol free, which in my opinion that's like a big thumbs up and just awesome, because a lot of the stuff that I have is got alcohol in it. Okay. The glide on this stuff too is crazy. Wow. I am so happy. I'm going to have to order me a Zingari Man shirt. And I'm not going to lie, I've been eyeing a couple of their other scents. When payday comes around, I'm going to go ahead and hop on that. So, I mean, I mean, the residual slickness too is awesome. I mean, now I will say, as far as the scent on this is very, to me, it's mild. It's like a medium to a, it's strong as far as you stick your nose right up in it, but it's like a medium, so it stays with you a lot as far as the smell does. It's not so overpowering that it's you know if you have very sensitive kind of just a nose and stuff like that. I know I used one shave soap, and this has been back a ways, and I used it, and it was just, it smelled great, but as far as it just was too much. This is perfect. I mean, you get the scent. It's really nice. It's really strong, but it's not like I said. It's like a medium. It's there and it's not going anywhere, and that's what I love about it. I mean, this stuff right here. It reminds me. I honestly feel like this stuff, I mean, she's knocked it out of the park with this vegan base. I mean, I have a lot of Phoenix accoutrements, they're actual vegan bases. I've used other vegan bases and stuff. I've always kind of came back to a tallow and stuff like that. And, not, I'm not saying that the Phoenix Accoutrements is a good brand, but I'm just saying as far as slickness, as far as lather, everything, Heather knocks it out of the park. So I'm just like I always say, I'm 100% going to give you my honest opinion on something. And this stuff here, as far as how fast it lathered up, as far as how airy it is, I know some people don't like a real airy lather and all. I do. I like it to be airy. I like it to sit there and kind of free float on my face. I want something that's going to have really nice slickness to it. So I almost find myself going back to like a tallow all the time versus a vegan. And I will say that honestly, for this right here, for the vegan base and everything, it outperforms some of the tallows that I have. I mean, that's crazy. And about my skin too, okay? So now Timmy Two Shaves, as far as I don't know if any of y'all watch any of his videos, but I believe his name is also Shaving Tolskin, if I'm not mistaken, or Tolson. But he actually told me that he uses her aftershave balm as just like a kind of like a moisturizer. So this morning, after I had my shower and all, I will go ahead and admit I threw on some of her aftershave balm. And normally when I put like a lotion on my face, my skin is sensitive, gets dry real easy, but then it also goes to oily really fast. My skin is really strange. So what I end up having and what happens is, as far as on my cheeks and across my nose, it gets really oily. On my forehead and then like kind of like right here on my nose. Over here, oily. Right here it'll dry out, and then kind of up in my mustache it'll dry out a little bit. Okay, so Timmy Two Shaves though told me as far as that he put it in his beard and his mustache and all, and kind of just used it all over his face. Okay, so I was like, all right, I did that today. I did that this morning. I worked a whole shift at work, and it was a very, very stressful day. But this magician is so just, I got whiffs of it all day, and it was so relaxing, and it honestly just, it made my day every time I smelled it. I mean, to be honest with you, it's one of those things that's really hard for me to find something that I'll be 100% happy with that is a vegan base. And, the CK6 formula, I thought that was the be all end all. Nope. So this just goes to show you that, if you want to give something else another little try, Zingari Man's where it's at. I mean, her scents and everything are really cool as far as what she's come up with. And she's constantly coming out with new stuff. And Heather over there is really amazing. If you do not follow her on her Instagram, which is Zingari Man, please do so. If you have not tried her soaps, please, 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 please do so. I wish I had found her earlier, because to be honest with you, I probably wouldn't have went so much as far into hunting, with some of the stuff that I have. Now, I am super excited as far as when I get paid, because I'm going to order some more soaps. So, but I will say, like I said earlier, my skin, it gets real oily. It gets really, dried out. So today, guys, didn't do any of that. My skin right now, it's not dry. It's not oily. I mean, it felt so refreshed as far as using that. And I will say, even just this shave soap, as far as whenever I put this shave soap on my hand and stuff like that, and I was lathering it last night, and I know some of y'all might be like, lathering shave soap on your hand? Like, what in the world? Sometimes I do that with a couple of soaps, I'm just curious. And I have been so excited about this, and I've been talking to Heather and just telling her how excited I am about this. And all that I wanted to just give it a test lather, and my hand was smooth. I mean, just putting the two and two together, just put my hands together and spread them apart. I mean, the peaks on this stuff was awesome. I mean, it was just insane as far as with this. Now, the soap is, in my opinion, it can be a little thirsty. It cannot be. It really just depends on kind of what your method of doing it is. When I did my test lather, I did use just a shave mug, which I found like it was a little thirsty that way. Today I used my lathering bowl. It's the Captain's Choice lathering bowl, and that way it actually didn't feel as far as like it was really, really super thirsty. Like it still wanted some water, but it didn't want like a ton of water. And then the fact that, you gotta understand, guys, like, this small businesses and stuff like that, as far as these smaller shave soap companies that are starting out, or releasing stuff and all. I mean, they are the ones who are actually will listen to us. They want our feedback and everything, which is awesome. I cannot tell you as far as, the conversations that me and Heather have back and forth, as far as, just the amount of care that she actually has for the shaving community, and also to getting to know you. I mean, I've watched a couple of her live feeds, and I think it took watching 2 live feeds of her making a shave soap before she knew me by my first name, as far as, based on my Instagram name. You know, which not a lot of companies are kind of like that. I mean, they're really just not. I mean, and she was nice enough as far as with everything that she sent me, as far as with my order and stuff that my wife got me, but she threw in the Magician bar soap for me to try out and stuff like that. And I used that this morning. It was awesome too. Loved it. I loved it, loved it. So today is just the Magician smelling day. But I used that, loved it. My wife got 2 of her samples, as far as I know. One of them was the Goddess, and I think the other was the Enchantress, I want to say. Yes. And then, she did send me some other samples as far as for me to try out and stuff like that, but I will get more into those in a later video, because this one I want to just focus on this vegan base. Which, to be honest with you guys, this is probably no, there's no probably about it. This is one of the best vegan bases that I've personally used. And like I said before, I've used other vegan bases. I've used a lot of different vegan bases, and that's why I've kind of just went into the whole realm of sticking with almost like a tallow and stuff like that. But this right here outperforms some of the tallow that I have. I mean, that's insanity. I would just say, that honestly, this is something that, I know that she's proud of this product, but I just want to tell her too, she ought to be 100% proud of what she does and everything. I know she already is, but I mean, just as awesome as this stuff that she puts out and everything else, the amount of care that she actually shows, she actually goes above and beyond of any other actual artisan that I particularly really know, as far as, and I've, talked as far as message back and forth a couple of different artisans and all, and it's like, oh yeah, we see you did your order and stuff like that, thank you for ordering with us and stuff like that. Yeah, that wasn't, yes, Heather said that to me, but then she started, I started talking to her about other things, as far as, with our YouTube channel and how I'm starting it out and stuff like that. I mean, and she was like, well, you gotta start somewhere. She's just so nice and down to earth and everything and all. If you don't have any of her shave stuff yet, please, give it a shot. The Magician, if you like kind of like that clean scent as far as the soap, this is something that honestly I will be the first one to say that, normally I like that really, really dark smelling kind of soap and stuff like that. And I know you guys love the magic towel that I have. The magic towel that shows up and then disappears. But I mean, I just want y'all to see after a 3-pass shave, okay, guys? Alright. Just look. I mean, look at it. Look. That peak right there is just sticking straight out. I mean, that's crazy, y'all. And that's not even all of it. That's just me whippling it around real quick and stuff, and that's what you get. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, Heather, that is awesome. I mean, you absolutely are rocking it out and stuff like that. And I mean, I am proud to have actually have had the opportunity to use this soap, to have this soap as far as in my actual arsenal now. I will tell you as far as I cannot describe to you as far as how that makes me feel, as far as, just the amount of care that you did, the amount of actually talking to me that you did and all. You honestly made me feel like I was part of a family, and I know I'm part of the Zingari tribe now. But I gotta get me a shirt, I feel 100% if I got me a shirt. So I gotta get one. So as far as her actual balm, I will say that it is alcohol free, just so you know. It comes in a really cool, you just squirt it in your hand, kind of just like that. So a lot of the balms, I will say that the only other, well, the only other balm that I've really used left, that hasn't really made my skin super oily, but it still makes it extremely oily, is that Nivea. But I will say, like, after putting it on, as far as it makes my face shine, and everyone knows what I'm talking about when I say this. It's like a shine as far as that oil sheen and stuff like that and all. But guys, after you put that aftershave balm on, I mean, it's my face is like baby smooth. It's not oily. It actually feels like a well moisturizer. It feels like a $100 and some dollar moisturizer should. Like when you see those commercials about something that should, like, de-age you and stuff like that and all, you kind of say like, oh yeah, that, after putting that on, it should, your skin should feel flawless and stuff like that. Okay, so this stuff here makes my face really smooth. There is no oil sheen to it. There is no dryness as far as to that. There's no oil to it at all. And I will say, if you have, like, your mustache gets a little oily, and she does have beard products and everything, and balms and stuff like that too now, okay? But I will say, I kind of took the advice of Timmy Two Shaves and put some in here. And I will say, guys, honestly, my facial hair was like really soft and smooth. And it laid down nice. Sometimes, I do have these gross on, as far as like the mustache on the side, because I usually twist mine up as far as, for a little style. But I will say, just having that and everything, as far as putting it through, sometimes, I'll have like some dryness just from using products as far as in my mustache. Sometimes I'll get some dryness down here as far as on my chin. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Using this stuff, it made everything, just lay down, look nice. My face didn't feel itchy today. Sometimes I'll have, since it was a little cold today, since we went from like warm to cold, sometimes my face gets really itchy. But I'm gonna be honest with you. If you get out of the shower and stuff like that, and you throw this on your face and everything, it's like a moisturizer. My skin feels 100 times better as far as today. To be honest with you, I will probably be buying this like a lot, because I'm probably going to. No, I'm not probably. I'm going to use this every day, as far as on my face. I'm not gonna lie. It's been really hard for me to find a moisturizer that kept my face moisturized, and then also to where my skin wasn't oily. It wasn't like, it didn't clog my pores and stuff like that. Before I really started wet shaving, I had acne. With wet shaving, it's went away, as far as just from the scrubbing on my face, as far as, exfoliating, shaving and stuff like that. It's went away and everything. Since I started doing that, it's slowly, my skin's gotten better and stuff like that. But this right here, it was amazing. I'm not gonna lie. You know, the wife says, you know, if this was in the scent of a candle, you know, and she even said, you know, well, would Heather make candles like this? I was like, I don't know if she'll do that, but you know, that might be somewhere distant future as far as trying to make a candle. But you know, I told her, I said though, I will smell like a magician every day. But I'm not gonna lie, guys, if you have not really checked out her products, as far as you know, I'm gonna be honest, just both of these together, I mean, this has been one of the best shaves that I've had, as far as on my channel so far. I mean, as far as smooth as this is, as far as how well, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, this is already soaked into my skin, okay? Usually with the Nivea balm that I put on and stuff, my skin is still shiny. And if I touch it, it's on my hands and it's just like, ugh. Okay, this is still on my hands. It feels like a nice moisturizer that I put on, like as far as like lotion or something. And my hands aren't greasy. You know, I feel like I could, you know, touch a mirror and I'm not going to be like leaving fingerprints everywhere as far as, you know, with little oil, you know, and stuff. I mean, it's soaked into my skin and my skin's nice and nourished. I mean, like I said, my nose right up here gets really dried out. I put that stuff on my nose today, and I know that today, as far as the way the weather was, my nose would have gotten dried out really bad up here, and it didn't. I mean, you know, I will say that, you know, 100% I am absolutely glad that I found her products and everything. She is an amazing person. She will take the time to talk to you and everything about her products if you have any questions, which some artisans won't. They'll kind of just be like, you know, well, what scent? Or they'll say, well, I have a scent chart on my thing. She actually will take the time to kind of talk to you and everything, which you don't really get that a whole lot as far as with certain artisans. And I just want to really tell her as far as how appreciative I am that I actually, and how I feel, you know, I say thank you because, you know, like I said, you know, my skin and everything, I mean, this right here is going to get used every day as far as, you know, as soon as I step out of the shower every single day. And this Magician soap right here is amazing. The both of these together are awesome. This right here is amazing. This right here is amazing. I am happy that I have both of these in my collection and everything. I cannot stress as far as how happy I am that I have these two products. I mean, just the scent on this. The Magician is it's a very different scent. Like I said, it's very clean, very kind of has that fern smell, but it's like clean. And you know, a lot of my stuff is really darker, and I will say that this right here is one is in the top, in the top as far as what I've used so far. It's in the top. So, you know, this is my opinion on it. I think it's awesome. I think it's amazing. Heather is an amazing person. You know, like I said, can't say it enough. She takes time to actually talk to you. Takes the time. So please check out her stuff. And remember, guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel down below. If you like the video, thumbs up. If you got any questions for me, let me know. And I just want to say again, you know, thank you so much, guys. You know, I know there's a lot of people out there that do these shaving videos and stuff like that, and I'm just really lucky that I actually am able to be a part of it and stuff like that. And actually be part of the wet shaving community. The wet shaving community is awesome and amazing. You have so many awesome people who are in it. You know, and so many awesome artisans and stuff like that. And once again, I just want to say, you know, thank you again, Heather, as far as for, you know, just all of the extras you threw in as far as for me to try out and stuff like that. You know, that was very greatly appreciated, and I absolutely love everything that I have. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Check her out as far as at zingariman.com. Alright, and once again, guys, this has been another Shave with Dylan. Y'all have a good one.